Little tiny notebooks are called ultra portables. I've been carrying them since '92 because they fit in the back of the airplane seat. TechTV Lab Analyst Hahn Choi has run the benchmarks of this Passel. We got 6 systems here. They all have 12-inch screens or under. They all weigh under 4 pounds. At least one of them weighs under 3, right?
Amazing.
It's
We've
amazing.
come a lot. Last year has been amazing, especially in battery life.
Who should be carrying an ultra portable?
It's usually for, unfortunately, it's usually for business execs.
Right.
The execs usually get them because they're so sleek and small and they travel a lot. But you know what?
Obviously, that doesn't cover you and it doesn't cover me. So
I would get. This
carry
is the only notebook I would buy, the ultra portable class.
So they're light, they're easy to use. They've got a basically, if you're typing, if you're doing email, if you're creating content, if you're editing things, if you want a big giant screen, these are not.
These aren't. You know, these are all about carrying them around. I have my notebook
meeting
with
to
me
meeting,
all the
place
time.
to place,
Exactly.
in your backpack, wherever you go. Toshiba, Yeoman, basically one of the standard notebook manufacturers. How'd they hold up under the testing?
It was actually, it's really light, first of all. It's 2.4 pounds without the battery, but they do include an extra battery.
We should point out this is a giant sort of battery pod. This isn't an add-on. This actually is something that comes in the box.
It is included, so we tested with it. 6.5 hours of battery life. Pretty amazing.
With the pod?
With the pod. It's 2 hours if you don't use it, but it's there, so why wouldn't you use it?
Makes sense.
It's kind of expensive, though. It's $2,300.
That's a little too much money.
But it's really light.
It is really light. Panasonic, they call it a Toughbook. The first Panasonic ultra portable Toughbook looked like it would fall apart in a brisk wind. This is looking a little sturdier, a little heavier built.
This was a favorite because it is one of the few notebooks that have a built-in DVD CDRW combo drive.
Which is actually this thing down here.
I'm not totally convinced it's actually going to stay on there, but
yeah, because we actually noticed like
it's a really cheap spring in there. So it looks like something.
And it's also right under your thumb pad, so we're a little worried about the longevity of that.
But still, 5.5 hours of battery life. Everyone loved it. Hate the keyboard.
Hate the keyboard.
It's like chiclets, is what someone said.
Almost unusable. If you type a lot, you're going to hate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Great battery
life.
Also,
not cheap. $2,200.
$2,200.
But it does come with the integrated DVD
yeah,
CDR.
Exactly.
Dell, new ultra portable.
Yeah, 300M. It's 3 pounds, which is really light, except you don't get 2.5 hours of battery life with that.
That's a bummer.
So you got to throw in an extra pound because you're going to want to spend $129 for the extra battery.
So basically, take the $1,400 starting price, make it $1,530 if you want it to last.
Exactly.
How much does that extra battery weigh?
An extra pound. So it's actually going to be over 4 pounds by the time when you're done. But
it's blue.
You're not happy. Come on.
I'm not happy. I want more than 2 hours of battery life out of it. HP Compact, 3.5 pounds, a little heavier.
Yeah, it's 3.5 hours of battery life, which is good. Which is, last year 3 hours was woo, yay.
Yeah, that was
now
amazing.
Actually, 3.5 is not that impressive anymore.
And 2 hours is just kind of disappointing.
But it's $1,650 is the starting price. It's the only one with S video built in.
And for $1,650, it includes a DVD, an external.
No, that's extra.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. It's $100 extra for that.
Okay, because you're pricing here.
I know, but my notes, they're for me, not for you.
Your notes are crazy.
They're for me.
I shouldn't be reading your notes. This is one of your favorite notebooks.
It's got a smaller screen. It's a Fujitsu Lifebook P5000.
Actually, if you take a look at that next to it, we got a standard 12-inch screen over here on the IBM. So basically, the aspect ratio is a little different on this.
Yeah, it's a widescreen format, 10.6-inch display. It's really high resolution. It's 1280 by 768. So some people say that, I must admit,
if you're browsing the web, you're going to hit Control+++ to make this font big enough to be readable.
It can be tough, but you know what? The funny thing is it's the heaviest. It's 3.9 pounds, which is actually the heaviest in all of these.
But
it fits. It's really comfortable to use on an airplane. 4.5 hours of battery life. It's got built-in DVD combo drive,
which is really nice.
combo drive.
This is very similar to the Sonys, where they're super small, but they kind of stuff everything in there.
They stuff everything in there, and I love it. And it almost won, but it didn't.
It almost won.
No.
Good notebook, that's $1,700.
$1,700.
Not bad.
It's fully featured, definitely.
The one that everyone seems to love.
Yeah, you too. You included.
In the ultra portable. Well, part of the reason I love the IBM, this is a ThinkPad NX31. Unbelievably good keyboard. One of the most wonderful keyboards to type on ever. Good screen, solid performance.
That's basically the reasons that 3 of the 5 lab rats picked it because of that. It's a keyboard, and for the performance considering the processor that's in there is actually really good.
So a 1.3 in this?
It's a 1.4 in this one,
okay, so
but it actually it scored the highest. Considering there's a 1.6 in the roundup too, so it actually scored the highest. Good price now. Last year it was so expensive to get this thing, but it's so much cheaper this year.
With this lower processor, starts at about $1,400.
$1,400, yeah.
Downside is if you want to carry along a CDR or CDRW DVD drive, you're carrying the media base that snaps on.
Yeah, you can get external drives, but IBM external drives are like $160 for like a CD-ROM, not even a burner. tend to be kind of expensive when you get the whole package together. So there's FireWire built in. There's a FireWire port, so it's actually better just to go buy a.
Do all these notebooks have FireWire ports?
No, only 3 of them do. The IBM, the Fujitsu, and the Dell.
And we should point out, there's a ton of detail up on the website. Lab analyst Hahn Choi put together. You can find out which notebooks have which ports, which ones have the best battery life. And we just actually did do that. All the details, boy. I hate
IBM's the way to go, though.
Yeah,
it's your pick, too.
You know what? You almost convinced me on the Fujitsu Lifebook. 2 great notebooks. Hey, you know what? Go to the website, read the story. Tons of information at the screen.